Hi guys, and officially welcome to my first video of Let's Talk Business. This series is dedicated fully to the business side of being an artist, in my case an actor. And in today's videos in particular, we're going to be talking about how I organize my life, my time, my everything. Let's go! Organization is probably one of the most important things ever. That's why I thought it has to be my first video of Let's Talk Business. Because if you're organized, you're miles ahead of a lot of things. For every minute spent organizing, an hour is earned. And it's so true. Like literally, if you think about it, how much time you can save on little things if you're just organized and ahead of all the things that come up, you're gonna be amazing. Why is it so important to be organized? Well, we as artists are our own business. We are owner, founder, creator, a CEO, a chief financial officer. We are marketing director and publicist at the beginning. We do everything. Big organization or companies have hundreds of people in all these different positions to run that business, and we have to do everything our own. So why don't we start by organizing ourselves, which is going to be a huge help for our future. Number one is clean up. Now, by clean up, I don't mean clean up your eyebrows, your beard, or your purse. I'm literally talking about your room, your apartment. Because here's the thing, if you get home and you're supposed to organize the upcoming day, you won't be able to do that if you're surrounded by trash that has to get brought out and plates in a sink that needs to get washed, and maybe your cat broke something and you have to clean up. Your apartment has to be as clean and organized as possible, and your brain is automatically gonna settle down and be in the mode of, I'm organized, let's keep it this way. So yes, clean up your apartment, clean up your paperwork, create binders, start all these things, start organizing your personal things first before you can start organizing your business life. I personally do that about once a week, where I just take over my room, everything that I don't need, throw away, everything else, put it back into position, do laundry, all these things, buy groceries, everything that needs to be done for the next week, so that the next week is already organized in your private life. Then you can focus on your work. The truth is, I'm pretty sure that if you are a messy person in your apartment and your apartment is not very clean, I can tell you there's a high chance that your mind is a little messy too, which is not very helpful if it comes down to business, right? So why not just doing these things? Cleaning up actually helps you minimize your stress, because when you go home, everything is tidy and clean and you won't get frustrated. So you will be much more productive. Number two, put everything in your calendar. Literally everything, I mean it. Especially as artists, our private life is our business life. It all goes hand in hand. There is no real separation, because our daily life is our business life. You know what I mean, I'm sure. So having a calendar where we actually have private things in it, and as well as business meetings, it's going to help us keeping track of where we are at what time in the day, and know where we have free time to be flexible and switch things around. Why don't we go in and give a look at my personal calendar and how I schedule things. Now, this might look very overwhelming at the beginning, but there is a method to my madness. So let's first give a look at the month. Now, what I do is I always start from big to small. It's very important, so that you don't feel overwhelmed by having a list, a shit ton of things that you have to fill. It can be overwhelming, I know. So what we're gonna do is we start from the big things. Now, at the end of the month, I plan the month ahead of me. And I'm gonna write in my monthly calendar the things that I know ahead of time, like a dentist appointment, or I have a career development day, or I have a weekly meeting, or whatever it is that you know ahead of time, you put those in. So then what's going to happen is I go more in detail when I look at the upcoming week, right? Now, today is perfect because Sunday night I'm gonna plan the next week, as you can see it. That means that I know Monday 17th is a free day, but I said that I'm gonna help somebody moving, right? So I'm gonna put that in, and it's private. Now don't worry about the colors. I'm gonna go more in depth in a minute about the colors. So if I know that Tuesday morning I have to work, I'm gonna put work, and I'll be working for this department. And I have work Tuesday, Thursday and Friday as well. I know Thursday I'm gonna go lunch with somebody. Lunch with Peter, I don't care. And we're gonna schedule that in as well. So we're gonna fill those little gaps of the upcoming week with things. I know I have a table read on Saturday, but I know I'm gonna go and grab lunch before breakfast before that. So that's how it gets structured more in detail. Then every evening before I go to bed, plan tomorrow. This is exactly what it is. I look at my calendar and I see, oh, okay, I might have to switch something around. For example, if it's Monday night and I'm planning Tuesday, I know that, oh, I have a meeting at 10:30, but I need work to get done. So I'm gonna start working at 7, which means lunch break is actually gonna be a little later because I told my friend Alessandro that I'm gonna have lunch with him. So I might have to move things around because the night before I get a last minute thing. Or let's say this was already planned and an audition came in. So that means you have to go to an audition at noon. Audition North Hollywood, for example, which is my acting career. So at 12 is audition. So I say, Alessandro, can I move you to 1:30 for lunch, or should we do it another day? Maybe have to move, maybe we do it later. But that's basically the very rough structure of how I plan my calendar. Number 3, color coding. As you were able to see a few minutes prior to this, my calendar has a lot of different colors. And it's not just because it looks fancy, it actually has a very, very deep structure underneath. Now you can see how I have these few categories here. So what this allows me to do is to have folders and binders that have the same colors, so that I know that everything in my apartment that is purple is related to my day job, for example. Everything that is yellow I know has to do with my theater company, rehearsal schedules, scripts, and all these things. So when I come home and I see something yellow, or I'm like, oh, where did I put my script? I'm thinking yellow, right? So this helps a lot to save time, to organize your things, and it keeps you in a structure and a balance of how to handle different things. So that's color coding, right? If you're in school, you might do it by different classes. Every class has a different color, so you buy the folders in different colors, and so on. Now, number 4, time management. It's one of the main thing around organization, because everything that has to do with organization has to do with time. So the better you get at managing your little time slots, the more successful and the faster you're gonna get work done. My rule when I schedule specific times is always to add 50% of the required time to an appointment in the calendar. This has mainly 2 reasons. Number 1 is it might happen that you're going to run a little late, so you can't get into your appointment as fast as possible, or it might take longer than expected, whatever the reason is. Because here's the thing, if I schedule an appointment at 12, should finish at 1, and at 1 I have an appointment somewhere else, if I don't get my first appointment done in 60 minutes, I'm going to be late. And being late in Hollywood, in this industry, as actors, nope, you don't want that. 100% not. So time management, always add 50% to your regular time. If you schedule to read a book for 30 minutes, schedule it for 45. If you finish in 30, good. If not, you have 50 minutes extras. Number 5 is probably the most important aspect of organizing yourself and organizational skills, and it is actually stick to it. It's so important that you first of all get started and then stick to it. Now, if your day is planned a certain way, yes, you can be flexible if needed. But if you don't have to, if it's Saturday morning and you're scheduled to do a YouTube series of something, but you want to go to the beach, do that YouTube series. There is a reason why you scheduled it the first place, right? Don't start messing around by saying, well, I can do it another day. It's not going to happen. You're just going to screw yourself over, and we trick ourselves by thinking we can do things different times. You have a schedule. Use the time management, schedule things, schedule your time slots for all the different things in your life, and stick to it 100%. Video number 1, let's talk business about organization, today is over. I hope you understood most of it. It's very, very specific the way I organize my personal life. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. I'll go more in depth if you want me to. So I'm very, very happy and excited to read about all of you. In the meantime, if you haven't, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you're going to be the first one notified whenever I upload a new video. And like I said, comment and like and share my videos. It's highly appreciated. And till then, I hope you're going to have a great week, great time, and let me know whatever I can do for you. See you soon. Thank you for watching.